My toes were cold and I'm freezing and I'm hungry. I was just like, fuck this shit.
And the man, so begins.
Yeah.
We're actually here from Texas. We just flew in today to meet you guys to record a music video, as you can tell.
In case you forgot, your name is Justin Beasley.
Yeah, but I usually just go by Beasley.
Yeah.
And I direct and produce.
We hit it off right off the bat, man. I told him the storyline, this story is pretty much like a Punisher, John Wick type ordeal, man. Someone's just whooping ass. Sorry about cussing, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I started talking to Staten. Me and him really liked the Punisher. He wanted to do a sort of a Punisher style music video. And I seen this girl, Alex, on Instagram shooting guns, and I'm like, well, wouldn't she be perfect? So I pitched him a concept about, you know, her killing a bunch of people, and I told him I could put it together.
Beasley reached out to me through my email, which is good because a lot of people try to slide in my DMs on my Instagram, like professionally, like, dude, there's so many creeps. There's no way I'm gonna be able to see your message. So he sent me an email, and we were going back and forth for a little while, and it's like, hey, I have this cool idea, Punisher style. I love metal, so I was totally all about it. I was born and raised like driving hours to see bands and destroying my car. May you rest in peace.
How did you guys find out about Beasley, and what is it about like his specific style of filmmaking that drew you to working with him?
Man, so Staten, our vocalist, actually found Beasley. I think he's actually been jamming his stuff for ever, man, like years. He's super into his work, and so he actually showed us his stuff, and we loved it.
We've been wanting to take a new direction in terms of doing a storyline for a video, and saw that he had done like a Word Alive video, and the more and more we talked about it, kind of went back and forth, just got more and more excited about it.
A lot of his videos are either funny or brutal, and our kind of theme right now is more the brutality, and I just love his work, man.
He actually sent me a link of a music video that he did, and I was impressed. You know, a lot of people think they're a videographer just because they have a camera. It's not 100% true. So you have to have talent, and he's got talent.
Right
So
on.
I'm excited to see how this will turn out. It's gonna be really good.
I've been a metal fan since the 90s, bro, and I grew up loving all the metalcore bands in the early 2000s, and he actually produced, I saw some of his videos, My Hero Is Me, that he worked with, A Stained Glass Romance, and dude, I loved that video, man, and I've just been keeping up with him ever since.
Feelings when you walked on set, how are you feeling?
Man, it was so, like Justin said, it was probably gonna be intimidating, and I'm not as much intimidated as more just super psyched. A little bit nervous because I'm like, I really don't want to mess up, but man, just because, you know, he can talk about, oh, we have this, we have the flames, we have the snow machine, but to actually see it and the lights and everything, it's like, this is actually happening.
Snow and pyro just always looks good. I don't care. And when you got band in motion and you got cameras in motion, you have all that fun stuff going around, it just adds to it. And plus, I love fire. Fire looks good on anything, man. And if you have certain blasts of it or they're on for a certain period of time, then maybe somebody's face will light up during a certain portion or whatever, or a moment like this. And then Barry Davis from Spotlight Express sent Rusty down, and Rusty will get into the beat and start pumping the flames with the music, and after 2-3 takes, somewhere around there, it's suddenly the searchlight will start moving, the flames will start moving to the beat, the cameras will start moving in and out to beat, and then we'll have something.
Like we're actually at a movie, about to record a movie, man. Like it's a movie set, bro. Our previous music videos, we had one guy, so we're not used to all the lights, the snow, the fire, and so man, this is a little bit intimidating, you know what I'm saying? But man, we're more than excited, man. It's a big step for us. So
Just amazing, just blown away at the level of detail.
Never seen something like that, or been an experience, or been a part of something like that. I mean, everybody's been amazing.
I was expecting something totally different, and it, totally blew my mind. So super stoked.
Talk to me a little bit about this location. What is it that drew you to it? Like, do you even get access to a spot like this?
Tim, I've known him for years. He owns OK Sales, which owns this entire property. He's always really nice. Lets us shoot when and whenever we want.
There's a whole storyline that goes along with this that's involved, and it'll take place in this building, so we're shooting on the outside of it. And this building has character, to say the very least. And we've shot here before. It's cold, but it has a look, and you definitely have like pipes and brick walls and weird paint and stuff everywhere, and it just makes for interesting background and interesting looking production value that you don't have to go out and build. It's just there.
Love using lots of color, so you'll always see. I'm a big fan of putting gels on lights.
Right on.
I love a lot of color.
Where do you think that came from, man? Like, why do you love all those gels? Is it the kind of
I
films you
prefer
watch?
things to be more colorful, and since I tend to work with a lot of bands that are heavier, everyone seems to desaturate everything, so I like to saturate it.
So we arrived at Dean's house. It's a really, really nice house, and I felt bad because they have really nice furniture and like a fur rug, and we're like covered in blood, and then it was just chaotic, and everybody's super nice. There was coffee and biscuits and getting bruised up at the same time and duct taped and then having to scream, and I'm also sick on top of it, so having to cough in between. That was really, really fun. Yeah, it was really cold, not only because you guys drug me, so, like, felt like half a mile, dead weight.
The hole is pre-dug, and me being in a t-shirt and covered in blood and thrown in that hole and then told to wait there. So that was a great time. Then Alex was thrown on top of me. That was fun. Then dirt was thrown on me. And I don't think I'm getting compensated for this role, so.
Getting in the grave was cold, but the point of having to crawl out of it being dumped on the head and on the back and on the shoulders, being covered in clay, cold clay, and then having to crawl through it to pretend like I've like come out of the grave or whatever. I was just like, fuck this shit.
I knew I was gonna get killed. That was it.
So at no point last night when you guys were going over the idea and this basically the storyboards, did they say, oh yeah, and we're gonna put this wet bag over your head and put you in the mud for like an hour? They never told you that?
No, that was
Would you have still done it?
yeah.
And then my arms are like so numb and my hands are like this. I'm like, oh my god, they're stuck. It sucked. I was like, how many times? I was like, all right, I gotta sell it. The first time I didn't sell it well enough because I just stood up. I didn't really crawl out. So you're like, all right, we gotta do it again. I'm like, fuck. All right, I gotta do it right this time because I do not feel like going through that again, but it worked. I've always wanted to. You always see these old elevators that people come busting through, killing people, and then when you guys told me I was getting in one to bust through and come out and kill people, I was really excited. So first dude was like, you guys are great. You guys are fast and productive. There's not a lot of, I've worked with some production before where it will literally take an entire day just to get like one thing done or two things done.
I've worked with a lot of people. This is very organized, especially for it all to happen this fast and get as much as we done in a single day is pretty unheard of. So.
But you guys were like organized and got everything done, and you know everyone was like hustling. There was no, you know, everyone was really professional, and I saw some bits and pieces on the camera, and the quality's really, really great. You guys have some really expensive gear, and you guys know what you're doing. You're very talented, and it's gonna look awesome.
It's a wrap. Cut. Good shit.